Okay, Dad. So now you've gotten to the location you're getting ready to go fishing at. Now what do you do? Well, here's what you don't need to do, and that is jump out of the truck or the car and grab everything and rush to the lake. Not at all. Matter of fact, it's just the opposite. Feel free to sit there for a moment, to look out across the water or the land that's in front of the water and check out the things that are there. See who else is there. Um, just look back at your kids and go, "Hey, what do you think? We're here." So with that tone, just like we talked about in the last video, you get that tone. It's like, "Hey, we're here." That gives them the example of, "Hey, all right, let's do this." And so, but you don't need to jump out and make everything happen all at once. You're just going to enjoy. You're just going to enjoy the time there. You're going to feel relaxed. You're going to sit back, be calm, and just take in where you're at. And then get out of the vehicle and stretch. And here's the reason why you do that. Not because of just of your own body to stretch out, because it's going to feel good, especially if you're older like I am. But when you get out of the vehicle and you make that first stretch and you go, like this, what you're teaching your kids is, now we're here. Now we've come to the point of all this happening together. 25, this is the 25th video in this series of getting yourself ready to go on a trip. Now, mind you, there's a lot of information packed in all these different videos. But all this happens in minutes to hours, and that's it. And so don't feel like everything has to be done all at once. That's why the stretching is there. It literally teaches those kids to relax. And you'll see when your kids get out, they'll stretch too. And that is neat when that happens. And you will look over at them like this. You look at them like, and you'll smile. And you go back and you open the trunk or the hatchback or in the back of the truck, and you reach in, you grab the fishing rods and maybe the chairs and maybe the snack bag or the cooler or the bait. And if the bait's there, immediately hand it to your kids, because your kids will want to carry it. Just natural way they want to do it. You know, give them the lighter stuff to carry. Don't give them the heavy stuff. That's you, Dad. That's okay. And have an opportunity just to walk slowly towards the lake. There's no rush involved. There's no if we don't get there right now, we're not gonna catch a fish. No, it's if you catch fish, that's a bonus, always a bonus, an exciting bonus, but always a bonus. And hopefully, especially on your first trip, you'll pick a spot that where you can catch fish pretty easily, and like little bluegills. The kids love catching little bluegills. I'm just gonna tell you right now. And if you're a dad like me that absolutely loves the walleye fish and loves catching the bigger fish and stuff like that, this is not the time to set that trip up so that these kids catch a bunch of those. Now, if you're in a spot where it's gonna work and they're definitely gonna catch them, awesome, make it happen, man. But if you're not, and this is your first time going, don't try to go for the big stuff right away. Just go for the easy stuff. And that's okay, And you guys are going to learn a lot together, especially if it's your first time. You're going to learn a lot. And you're going to learn a lot about line and fishing hooks and all that stuff. We're going to get into that here in the next few videos of how to do these things, how to set your pole up, how to tie your line to your hook, how to set it up to catch fish, how to put bait on the hook. Those kind of things were coming. But right now, just take in that time at the trip. Take in the time to be intentional with your kids, to be there and be present with them. Just enjoy whatever comes next. And that's the cool part of these kind of trips. Every single time my boys and I just looked up and seen a picture of both my boys right up here on the wall. And every time we got to a trip, we always take time to let it sink in, to just let it be for a minute or two, to stretch, and to get ready to go in and meet wherever we're going, if we're on a resort or walking to the lake or the pond or the river and just enjoying each other's presence, laughing. Um, Maybe you walk in silence. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I give you permission to do that. You don't have to act and do a certain way. You just got to be there. And that's the easiest part. Even though it feels like maybe the hardest part, is really the easiest part. And letting the day start, and whatever happens, happens. And this is not like Vegas where, if it happens in Vegas, it stays in Vegas. No, no, no. This happens here and it goes wherever you go. And your kids will remember different parts of these trips. I doubt they'll remember any of the fish that are caught. And I know my sons, I asked them today what they remember about the trips. It's not any. They never ever mention a fish that was caught. But they do remember the weird times and the fun times and the conversations in the truck and in the boat and sitting on the ground and spilling the beans. Literally, actually spilling the can of beans on the ground. And that's the kind of fun that you are getting ready to happen. You're going to have on these trips.